What's up, y'all? I hope you enjoying my conversation with Miss Rita from Pardo Naturals as much as I have been enjoying it. I'm Kennita. This is With Love Kennita, and this is part three of my three-part conversation with Miss Rita from Pardo Naturals. Pardo Naturals is skincare, hair care, body care, home care, and I use a lot of her home care products. I stand by them. I am a stan of Miss Rita and what she's doing, and really any company that is focused on putting good, clean products out there that are good for your house, that don't have yucky chemicals in it, and where you know that the dollars that you spend in are going directly back to that company. And to help some real folks out. So I love you, Miss Rita. Thank you for saying yes to me. And I hope you, as you are watching, are excited about her products. And I hope you go buy something. Let's keep Pardo Naturals around because we need businesses like hers. Part three of our interview, we talk about her dreams and aspirations for Pardo Naturals and would she ever sell the company? That happens right on the other side of this. Thanks for watching.
Before we get out of here, I got two more questions.
Yeah.
One is, would you ever consider going the acquisition route? So letting a company acquire your company, or do you intend to keep it independently as long as possible?
Depends on how much they trying to pay me.
Okay.
It's about that money, baby. Okay. So yes, it's about the money. If they come and take this thing out from underneath me, and I can live comfortably for the next, I'm 54, next 20 years, yes. Expeditiously, yes. Let me, how much you gonna get? Sign it right on over, baby. Okay.
Well, let me ask you this, Rita. Let me ask you this: a big company comes, they pay you what you need. Do you start another business, or do you go into the sunset quietly?
I go into the sunset quietly. However, my business won't be as big. It won't be as big. So yeah, I would still have some soaps, but I wouldn't have 30 different soaps for you to choose from. You know, I wouldn't have 30 different body butter scents. It would be, what's your favorite? And I would ask, do a poll, what's your favorite out of these? And then I would pick the most popular 5. So yes, I would definitely downsize. Definitely downsize. So it wouldn't take so much of my time.
Okay. Okay. All right. So final question. I wanted to end on a good note. I want to hear your dreams for Pardo Naturals. Your dream for Pardo Naturals, and anybody who's listening to this, like, how can we help make your dream come true?
Okay, this is my dream for Pardo Naturals. For Pardo Naturals to be able to sustain itself. At one time it was. But since after COVID, it just is not able to sustain itself. So I'm having to pull a lot of the income from Pardo Naturals to help care for the family, which is the reason why Pardo Naturals is falling. So financially, it's not doing well. So just like the other day, my son, he messed up his shoes, so he couldn't go to school that day. He only had one pair. My son has a really big foot, 15 extra wide. His shoes gonna cost me $200 down. $200, just it. So I needed some stuff from Pardo Naturals. I don't have savings. Pardo Naturals don't have a backup plan. Even without our family financially struggling, it just is what it is. We didn't bounce back after my husband's accident. Didn't bounce back after he had those strokes. Had 7 strokes in 2023. I never did bounce back, even with the credit cards and stuff. None of it bounced back. So I don't want to have to keep pulling from that, because it's like pulling leaves off of a tree and kicking it at the branches to where it can't grow anymore. So if I keep pulling and pulling and pulling from Pardo Naturals is going to die because it doesn't have a foundation anymore. Because I'm pulling from the foundation. So right now I'm pulling up the roots of Pardo Naturals to keep my family foundation going. So then what happens after that? What happens? What do? I got to think of something else. So I still got to be here to take care of family, because my husband, he can't work. My oldest daughter can't work. And my youngest daughter, she's disabled. Then I got my son. So I got to be close around here somewhere to try to be able to make it convenient to take them back and forth to the doctor, to be here
Gotcha.
when they need me, which is what Pardo does. Pardo Natural does. It allows that. It allows me to be able to have that freedom. So if I could just get a little more support, I'm about to cry because I'm so passionate about this. I don't want to lose. I really love it. I love what I do, but it's becoming almost like I'm a caregiver to it.
Yeah.
It's like I got to put a Band-Aid here and a Band-Aid there to just keep it looking like it's not falling apart. Because had I not taught you, wouldn't have known that. Had I not talked to you, you wouldn't have known the struggle that Pardo Natural is having. And I get it. I mean, look at gas. It's almost $4 a gallon. So are you going to put gas in your car so you go to work? Or are you going to go on Pardo Naturals and buy a $10 bar of soap? What you going to do? You're going to go put gas in your car because you got to feed your kids. You have to do that. So what do I do at a business? I keep doing what I'm doing and hoping that people will continue to buy. I send out emails. I'm like, look, y'all. I'm like, this is what I need. This is what I'm trying to do. If I don't make this amount of money this weekend, then I'm not going to have money for this. And I'm possibly going to have to close the doors. I've sent out emails like that. And then sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I'm like, okay, now I got to think of something different. Maybe I got to bake a cake for somebody. So then I ask them, like, y'all need cakes? I'll put a message out on my Facebook page. Y'all need cakes? Or I'll go on Facebook and I'll sing. I'm like singing for my supper. I'll put my cash up down there. So, and then eventually I have to keep reinventing myself. This weekend, I got a DJ gig. I got a DJ gig this weekend. Yes, I started DJing. That's my microphone and stuff back there. I got a whole setup back here. So it's just, I got to keep pushing and try to pull from here and pull from there. So yeah.
Well, I've actually gotten some of those emails, Miss Rita. That's why I keep you. I'm like, let me check in and see how she's doing. And I think you're absolutely right. Like, it is hard to figure out where to put that dollar. But yeah. I'm hoping that people will watch this interview and they'll say, you know what, I actually do need some soap. Let me re-up with Pardo Naturals. I do need some hand soap for the bathroom or for the kitchen. I had some in my kitchen. I had some in my bathroom. Your products are just so good. And what a lovely way to spend my afternoon talking to you. You are incredible. You have a gift. And I'm just hoping that once this interview goes out, that people love you as much as I do, and that they invest in your products because they are really, really good.
Well, thank you so much, girl. You really touched my heart. You've given me, you know how sometimes you need just that little push to keep going? I can go to the end of the week, girl. Not just for the day. I got like you push me for these next 5 days. I'll be good till Saturday. Saturday, as my daddy would say, Saturday.
Well, you know what? You can email me on Sunday if you need a little bit more. I'll be here, girl. Well, thank you, Miss Rita. I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for taking the lead. I appreciate it.